up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mac channel where I am documenting our six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker, also working a part-time job, along with my husband who is a welder. Together we have a combined income of about $130,000. That does not include my part-time income. And we started our journey in October of 2023 with $305,884 worth of consumer debt. And the goal is to be out of this debt by December 31st, 2026. And we are documenting our journey with monthly budgets, weekly budgets, debt updates, transfer Tuesdays, and because I am an entrepreneur, I do also share the income that I was able to make in my private practice. Today's video is a transfer Tuesday, and if you cannot tell, I am not feeling the best. I think I have laryngitis. My throat is scratchy, and I'm sure it sounds annoying, so I'm going to get right to the transfers I was able to make for this transfer Tuesday. So the transfers for this transfer Tuesday actually are payments that were made towards debt during the week of April the 18th to April the 24th. Luckily, this week I was paid from my part-time job. The income that I make from my part-time job is solely to improve my financial situation, although I do share the payday routines on my social media on TikTok and Instagram. More on TikTok, less on Instagram. So I got paid on April the 18th from my part-time job. The income I earned from my part-time job was $1,439.67. After taxes and deductions, I made $1,191.24. $75 goes into my high-yield savings account, and that resulted in $1,116.24 being deposited into our checking account. Out of that $1,116.24, I took $1,000 and applied it to my city card, which paid that card off. So that is the last card that we were focusing on. We do still have our PayPal cards. My husband has his PayPal. I have my PayPal. And if you are new here, we are not necessarily paying off PayPal. We are paying off the interest accruing balances. So for May, those balances are pretty high. So we will be snowballing our credit card payments to the PayPal cards or the PayPal balances that are up for interest accrual for the month of May. And then I will use my part-time income to also pay those off or pay those down. After starting this month, actually, I also did pay my state taxes. I took money out of my savings account because I did feel like that was an emergency. So I did take the $2,688 out of my savings account to pay my federal taxes. I'm not able to pay my state taxes because I don't have that F-400 form. But as soon as they send that, I will also take the money out of my savings account for that or start saving for that now. To pay those off whenever they send that F-400 form or whatever form I have to make the payment. I will be paying those in full as well. So, I didn't necessarily include the money that I took to pay the taxes into Transfer Tuesday because that money actually came out of my savings account. But I did go ahead and pay my federal taxes off. That does leave my state taxes. But we have paid down the last credit card that we were really working on. This was the one that had a balance transfer of like $4,600, and that card is now paid down to zero. So starting May, we will start to pay towards, we will be switching from the snowball method to the avalanche method, and we will start making extra payments on my car. The goal is to have the car paid off. I would love to have it paid off this year. I would have to get a different type of job or a different type of side hustle because the income from my part-time job is just not cutting it and it's taking too much time out of my day. So I am getting ready to leave that job and either focus more on building up my income or building up my business, scaling my business, or just focusing on my social media platforms and trying to earn money from there. But the part-time job at $35 an hour is more money than what I have, but I can make more money in those 4 hours if I was solely in business for myself or doing something for myself. So I have turned in my notice for that, and my last day will be May the 3rd, but I will still get 2 more paychecks, I believe, from that job. So those paychecks will they will start to go on my Honda Pilot, as well as to cover those interest accruing PayPal balances. So that is it for Transfer Tuesday. If you have listened thus far, I really appreciate it. I know I sound like a frog, but that is the transfers that we were able to make. I'm glad to finally, I'm not necessarily out of credit card debt because I still have the PayPal balances, but I'm glad that we do not have any more of those high interest debts looming over our heads. So that is great. And we're on to the next debt, which is the Honda Pilot. So thank you so very much for watching. Be sure to come back for next week's Transfer Tuesday, as well as the progress we were able to make for April and where we will be starting our May debt-free journey. Bye for now.